After receiving so much love and support from her fans, Gypsy Rose is now under fire after several of her viewers noticed some inconsistencies with her story. Ever since her release, Gypsy became an overnight internet star, gaining over 6 million followers in an instant. She was welcomed by many, saying that she deserves to be out after all the suffering she went through. But now, it seems everybody have turned their backs because after all the praises she got from her fans, they went into protest wanting Gypsy to be put behind bars again. So, grab your popcorn and let's find out the real reason why people are now canceling Gypsy Rose. When she finally got out of prison, people immediately went crazy over her, especially when they thought she was a victim. They dug up photos, documentaries, and almost everything they could find to backtrack her life. And while all of this was happening, Gypsy attended multiple interviews, where she repeatedly tells about how she was tricked her whole life by her own mother Dee. But people started to notice how Gypsy may be telling lies about everything, and that maybe she's just manipulated everyone from the start. And to top it all off, some also added how much she earned while still in prison due to marketing and other projects she did. But what ticked most of her viewers off was what she said in a podcast. Many pointed out how she uses her words as if she's talking about an animal to describe her mother, and how much she was trying not to put the blame on her and Nick in doing everything, when in fact, it all started with her. Apparently, when Gypsy and Nick were still together, they had a conversation where Nick promised Gypsy to protect her from anyone, to which she replied, asking if that includes her mother. Obviously, Nick said yes. And that's when the plan to end her mother's life began. Based on one of the documentaries created about Gypsy's life, Nick didn't want to do it at all. And he tried offering some options, like blackmailing Dee to keep Gypsy away from her. And that he talked to Gypsy, saying that once they did it, there's no turning back. But she constantly said that she understood and still wanted it to be done. And what's even more infuriating to people was when they saw this clip of Gypsy with Nick after ending the life of Dee. People immediately said that it's a very strange thing to say, especially when you know that you just ended someone's life. But there's still so much more about it. Apparently Gypsy had access to her mother's account and wrote this online, making it look like Nick's the one who typed it. With this, people are now doubting everything Gypsy's sharing to the public, thinking that she's just manipulating them to earn some money, especially when she now has an ebook. But what do you think? Is Gypsy truly a narcissist and a manipulator? Or is she the innocent poor girl you saw from the beginning?